Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Mark Samus, the founder and CEO of Solveres. Solveres means solutions in Latin. And we've put together quite a team. There's 10 officers that are all co-owners, and we're all committed. All of them have the ability to be CEOs in their own industry. And when I had the vision for this company a few years ago, it was very simple. It was realtors and vendors, and now it's evolved to about a dozen solutions that bring more value to your life. And you could build a business with any one of the solutions. And the commission structure is powerful. We pay out 80%, and the company is debt-free. We have a commission and software engine that has handled millions of transactions and hundreds of thousands of distributors, and we're set. And it's really exciting, the growth we're experiencing every day. And the format of these meetings is simple. We have a good time, and we network. We share a little bit, just take about 15 seconds, who you are, where you live, and what you do. And then we're going to have a few speakers, and I know it's coming this morning. It's low-hanging fruit. You're really going to enjoy leaving this meeting and knowing exactly what to do to help people. All right, so we're going to get started with networking. I'm going to start with VP of Real Estate. He has sold over $650 million worth of real estate, recruited 450 agents, and he has more credentials than anybody else. So, Bo, the part that I wanted you to talk a little bit about what to say to realtors, hold that till a little bit later. So just about you here real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, okay, thanks, Mark. I'm Bo Weidman. I'm in Southwest Washington, and actually a town called Washougal, Washington, real close to the Portland International Airport. I'm about 10 minutes away. I'm an entrepreneur and a realtor. Been a realtor since 1975. It's my passion, helping people. Solveres is a great fit for me and a bunch of my realtor friends, as you'll see in a few minutes.
Thank you, Bo. We're going to go to our VP of Business Development. Steve is our porthole training master. We're really lucky to have him. And Steve, you're part of the presentation. I'm going to bring you back in just a minute, but please go ahead.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, like Mark said, Steve Muckensnabel, VP of Business Development. I'm a former vet, or actually a vet. You're never a former vet. I've owned several businesses. I was a real estate broker for about 15 years. I had a couple martial arts schools, invested in a lot of real estate, had a fitness training center. And currently what I do is I manage a platform where we host online personal and business training courses. And you'll see some of that today because that's where we have the Solveres platform.
Thank you. We're going to go to Gary in British Columbia. Gary, I appreciate the emails you sent the last few days, and hopefully I've answered those questions to help you grow your business. Gary, would you mind unmuting? And who are you? What do you do? And where do you live? Gary, unmute. I'll come back to you if I see you unmute. We're going to go to, oh, there, Gary's unmuted. Hello, Gary.
Hi, guys. Yes, I live in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, and I thank you for answering my questions for the emails. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. And I'll tell you what, we only have a few thousand distributors right now, and all the officers are totally accessible to everybody, and it feels good. The people that we're meeting right now in this group are laying the foundation for something legacy type residual income, and everybody here, regardless of how their contact base, their skill level, their ability to communicate, it's a team. You're in business for yourself and not by yourself. And if Gary just refers me to one person, I can absolutely change his life. So let's go to my dear friend, Frank Zagunis. I've known him for probably 25 years. Frank, who are you? Where do you live? And what do you do?
Well, my name is Frank Zagunis, as Mark said, and I'm an old neighbor of his from Portland. And I retired from financial as a fiduciary for some individuals and some retirement plans in Portland here. And I had my own business for like almost 40 years. And then I hit retirement, and I'm still an executive director of a rowing club that we started like 30 some years ago. And I was interested in setting up an endowment fund for it with Bo. And now it's like doors are wide open for any nonprofit to set up these endowment funds through Cammie's program. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's in process already, but I'm just looking forward to closing a deal or two.
It's very exciting. We've done it before, right? We've implemented the program with a couple of nonprofits, and we have a couple more going right now. And it's big. It makes a difference. You can make money while you're helping people. Okay, our VP of Insurance, Bruce, has over 34 years experience. He's never seen anything like what he found and brought to the table here. Bruce, please say hello. And Bruce, what I was going to ask you to say regarding approaching agents, please hold that for a minute because I'm going to bring you back in when I have this flow planned, okay?
Sure. Bruce Davis, Erie, Pennsylvania. Like Mark said, I've been in the industry since 1988, specializing in the senior market since 2007. And just, you know, a lot of activity going on. And I'm sorry, I was very distracted while you were introducing me because I just had two more people, you know, text me. So it's nonstop. Now's the time. I keep thinking about you can't cross the ocean by standing on the shore looking at the water. All right. So get in the boat. Let's get rowing.
I love it. Yeah, he's got some pretty big goals. Thousands of people here real quick, and he's making it happen. Really exciting. Now, Harvey, I'm so glad you're here because we're going to talk specifically about a few things you brought up last week. I'll get to that in just a minute, but please unmute and tell us who you are, where you are, and what you do. Hi, Harvey.
Hi, thank you. I'm Harvey Wimstein. I live in Dallas, Texas. Right now, I'm just trying to stay cool because it's going to be 100 degrees again today. So all of you up in the Northeast, you got it. I mean, the Northwest. I'm sorry, Northwest.
Yeah.
I've been in business for 40 years. I've been in some form of healthcare, art, education. And what I did when I retired is I decided to take my 40 years of experience and apply it to business and healthcare consulting, basically helping people who have been in the healthcare system, but they still have chronic diseases and no relief. So we talk to the people and how to work them through and give them, it's more like navigating, giving them some different alternatives of where they can go.
Thank you. And you told me a couple times ago when we were visiting about your connections with both realtors and life insurance agents. And
yes,
this meeting today is centered around a couple of questions you had. So I appreciate you bringing that to the table. We're going to go to, I think it's Rafi. Rafi, please unmute. Who are you? Where do you live? And what do you do?
Okay, thank you for having me. So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rafi. So I'm currently living in Indonesia. So I would like to help everybody's here, like because as a young people that I can, you know, I have learned so many things in this era. So if I have something to do, I would like to feel free to help you guys. So yeah, here. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And it takes a lot of people to put something together where everybody can benefit. And I'm sure, I understand you're an author, you have some good information. So we look forward to gleaning that for our members and helping you. So thank you, Rafi.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I hope I'm saying this name correct. Sadir, if you'd like to say who you are, where you are, and what you do, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, hi. Hi, my name is Sudhir. Actually, I live in India, and I'm a technical recruiter with 15 years of experience. And I work for biggest organizations like Apple, eBay, and Dropbox. So I've been invited through Dan Fulga. He's one of my best friends since past 2 years. And I connected with Jack as well. And, you know, I really have much interest to move forward in a bigger way in all over the world. Like my main focus is in India and also in some parts of USA.
Well, we're glad to have you. Thank you. And I know the education level in India is just incredible. In fact, if you take all the undergrads in the United States, that's how many people are in master and PhD programs in India. A lot of very intelligent people there. Glad you're with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's a gentleman that Solveres has gone through some growth curves. We have a couple of situations that we've cleaned up regarding some people involved. And this gentleman, Dennis Whipple, has been he's seen this growth curve that we've been on. And Dennis, I'd love for you to, I'm just so glad you're here, buddy. go ahead and please unmute if you would, Dennis, who you are, where do you live, and what do you do? And Dennis, when I see you unmute, I'll come right back to you.
Yeah,
Oh, here you go.
I'm here. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, hi everybody. Yeah, I'm Dennis Whipple down here in Long Beach, California. I was also a vet of Air Force pilot, so I did that for 7 years. And before I got out, I was networking, and that was back when, you know, when computers were just coming in. My first computer I got for email for to use for networking back at Commodore 64, if I'm dating myself. But I always was intrigued by networking with people, and I instead of getting with the airlines like I thought I would, I started working for myself. So I still believe in that. And then technology, I got into the event videography business. So excited about whatever I can do to help people grow their groups using technology, and certainly need to make some money. So I'm open to anything Mark is going to teach us here.
Thank you, Dennis. And
You bet.
like I mentioned to you, I would love to, after this call, I'm going to give you a call and we're going to spend some time together. This gentleman has so much to offer Solveres. I'm just so glad he's here today. Okay, let's go to our angel here, Vanessa, who has the contacts. She's putting some of our officers to work. Vanessa, who are you? Where do you live? And what do you do?
Hello, hi everyone. I'm Vanessa Taylor. I live in Savannah, Georgia. I am with Juneteenth Atlanta, and also I'm working with Bruce Davis to open up Georgia with the new senior benefits. I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
It's so fun. I can't wait for you to hear from Bruce about how we've doubled our states. He's going to give you all the fun details. I know Jane usually likes to listen. If you'd like to say hello, Jane, please unmute. If I see it, I'll come right back to you. Let's go to our Marissa Hughes, our VP of social media, making a difference. She has already for me and my LinkedIn and Facebook, and in fact, she does all that for me. So thank you. Marissa, if you can, say hello. Who are you? What do you do?
Hi, Marissa Hughes. Can you hear me?
Yes, just
can you hear me, Mark?
Go ahead, try again.
Okay, how about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Marissa Hughes in Erie, Pennsylvania. But right now I'm in Niagara Falls, New York, and it's beautiful out here. I use the travel discount for health perks. Can you still hear me?
Yes,
I'm
you're
actually. Okay, that's great. Yeah, just looking at the falls right now. It's beautiful. And if you need any assistance on the social media, you can reach me, and I will put the telephone number in the chat later. Thank you.
Thank you, Marissa. Yeah, when my wife and I traveled around, one of the most spectacular places was Niagara Falls, and I know Bruce goes there frequently. Let's move on to Elva. Elva, who are you? Where do you live? And what do you do? And if I see you unmute, I'll come right back to you. Because I'm going to share my screen right now briefly, so you can always have a chance to share just a little bit later. So I'm going to share my screen.
Mark, I just want to say briefly, I want to thank Sadir and Rappy for coming. They're streaming as well. I know Rappy is, so it's a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. And Jack, well, you jumped around on the board. I missed you. Sorry, Jack. Please say hello, who you are, where do you live, and what do you do?
Hey, hello, I'm Jack Bosma. If you don't know Jack, now you do. I'm working with several members of this meeting right now, and it's truly a joy to watch things explode into what we're doing right now. Solveres is open for business. Invite, excite, and engage, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Dear for emailing me regularly.
Thank you. So here we go. Here starts the presentation. This is just an example of our website, of which Mike couldn't be here, and Jeff is hiking. He's our other technical guy. And we are doing a kind of rebranding of the website that we've already paid for. And I've seen the preliminary look, and you're going to like it. Well, anyway, up at the top here, there's three items: health perks, prospecting, and the academy. Now, there was a fourth one here called the Angel membership, and I've taken that down because we've reached our that is closed now. Although if somebody wants to become an angel and enjoy royalties, I can make room for them. All they have to do is reach out to me, because here in a few weeks, I'm going to have the second round up there, and it's going to be more expensive and be a little less of a return, but still a great return. So that's why the Angel membership is down from there right now. These are a variety of our solutions. I won't take the time to go into all of them, but goodness, you guys, it's powerful what we have and what we're offering. And we're going to have Steve go next in just a minute, but I want to kind of lay the foundation for a nice segue for Steve. So I'm going to have Justin. He's the owner of our prospecting vehicle. He has 50,000 subscribers, and he's joined with Solveres. And what I want you to hear from him before I turn this over to Steve, and then it'll come back to me, but what he did is brilliant, to accumulate all these fresh prospects. They aren't like, rehashed to millions of people. Listen to him just for a minute, talk about how he did it. Oh, excuse me a minute. I have to create sound so you can hear this. Please wait 1 minute. Share sound. There you go. Okay, here comes Justin.
People always ask me, well, where are the prospects coming from? Like, how do you source prospects? And so I'll share that with you first. We've done something I've never seen before. We're huge nerds here, right? It's kind of our thing. So we took a different approach to the problem of finding prospects. What we did was we connected to 43 huge worldwide data providers. Imagine all the information that you've put on the internet on purpose in the public domain about yourself. It's scattered, right? Some of it's over here, some of it's over there. It's not organized. What we did by connecting to all these different data providers was we made it possible for us to compile complete profiles of people, right? Like kind of reverse engineering a more complete view of a person by bringing all these disorganized data sources into one place. And we did that 2 billion times. So we have the largest, most complete, most user-friendly, most searchable source of prospects ever. And we've made it available to independent business owners. So now that you understand that, let me show you how it works.
Now, what he's about to show you here is how to use this great system they have, SalesFlow. But I think we're going to turn it over to Steve, because Steve has prepared an idea of exactly how to use this to approach the low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit are realtors and life insurance agents, because what we offer them is spectacular. So I'm going to stop screen sharing, and I'll be coming back to it. And I'm going to reintroduce Steve, and he's going to screen share and show you exactly what to do for realtors and for life insurance agents. And then after Steve is finished, we're going to go to two experts. We're going to have Bruce talk about what to say and how to approach a life insurance agent. And then we're going to have Bo talk about what to say and how to approach a realtor. So Steve, please unmute, our VP of Business Development, and share your screen. Thank you, Steve.
Great. Thank you, Mark. So again, since we have limited time, I'm going to go fairly quickly, but this is recorded, so you can go back and take a look at the videos and slow it down if you need to. So what I'm going to go through today is just the process of contacting someone via email. I think last session or two, we covered on how to do it with LinkedIn and copy and paste, but here we're going to do email, and then how to put those messages into your own templates so you can have those saved. So for me, I'm in my contacts, and these contacts I haven't contacted yet. So I'm going to pick one out. I'm going to go ahead and launch SalesFlow. Contact propagates in there. I'll hit next, and then I'm going to go to email. And again, hey, email's not the greatest way, it says, but that's okay. I want to email anyway. And then here's for the message template. So the first one, I'll show you what I did for. Actually, let me just go ahead and show you how to put it in here. If you go to the your Solveres back office, and you click on the training portal, you'll end up at this page. Okay. And then what I'm doing is there's a section here called sharing the solutions. And so I want to put all the tools and resources in each one of these solutions, so they're specific to the solution. And so this one, we have the real estate solution. You can expand it. And I want to do real estate. I'm going to contact other real estate agents and brokers. So real estate solution for agents and brokers. you'll end up at this page right here. And I've got a link here that says marketing and outreach scripts. If you click on it, it's a shared file where I'm just putting different scripts that I'll use, and then Bo and Mark can go through and add revisions if they want. So here I've got an email script. What I do is I just copy it. It goes all the way down here. I copy it, and then I'm going to go back to Now Site. Paste it. Okay. I might change this to can you take referrals? Because agents, they all can take referrals. So I'm going to put that in there. What I would do in addition to this is I would probably put a link to a video. I might go, here's a quick video for more information. Okay, go down there. I would attach a video that I've put in here. And this is going to confuse whoever gets this because these are kind of different areas, but I'll add it. And then what happens is when they read the message and they click on that link, and that tells me they're interested, I'm going to get a text on my phone saying that this person clicked on that link, so I can contact them right away. Now, before I send this, what I want to do is I want to save a copy. Okay, and here you can put your message name in here, real estate solution for real estate agents. Objective, this is just a connect. I'll save it. Okay, and then I can go ahead and send the message. And of course, you've all seen, I'm not going to send this one because I don't want to confuse the prospect, because I've got 2 different messages going out on this one. But what'll happen, it'll go into the sales flow and it'll say, hey, did it send successfully? Yes. And then you can schedule a follow-up. So what I'll do now is show you if you've already put it in there. Let me go back to the contacts. So you've already got the template message set in there. Launch sales flow. This is how easy it becomes once you've had it set up. Okay, continue with email. I'm going to go into my messages and next, right there. Can you take referrals? I've got my email in there. I can just send it and the process is done. Okay. But the key thing is start utilizing the portal to get all of these templates and the scripts. And then by all means, add the scripts that work for you. I know Bo probably has a strategy that he uses when he contacts real estate agents. And so that's what we want to do. Now, Mark did say, hey, what if they're an insurance person? So let's do that. I'll open this guy up. I'll launch sales flow. Next, email. Continue with email. Okay, I want to change this message. So I'm going to go to the Solveres site, and instead of the real estate solution, I'm going to do insurance solution, which I think I need to refresh this one. I just put these up last night. So here, insurance solution, click on it. And right here is your script. Pops it open in another window. And these files are all shared freely, so everybody has access to them. And I believe everybody has edit. And I'll go in here, and here's an email that I wrote for insurance. It's a little slow here. Sorry, guys, on Zoom. Copy it, go back into Now Site, paste it. Can you take referrals? Here, save a copy. Okay, and this is non-profit solution for insurance. I'm sorry, this is going to be insurance solution for insurance agents. Objective, connect, save it. Now it's saved into my template, so I can always find it and I'd send it. So it's pretty simple. Does anybody have any questions on that before I exit this one?
Well, I'm going to jump in real quick because I know people seeing this for the first time, they're not familiar with it like you are. See you jump around a lot. It's impressive, it's fast, but it takes a little bit of a learning curve. And so what I'm going to recommend, Steve, is that you just shoot a Zoom video of a little bit slower and just go through it, and then people can watch that and go back to it, watch that and go back to it. So if you don't mind, Steve, for preparing, so people don't think they have to be able to do that right away. If you could shoot a video of what you just done, just accomplished, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And I have an area right in here setting up your AI software so I can put it in there and I can put multiple videos. I'll try to break them down into specific tasks. So then it's you don't have to watch an hour-long video.
Perfect.
Mark, can I share one quick thing? I put a link in the chat for Dusty's course. This one right here, Take Care, Building and Nurturing Wholehearted Relationships. It's a fabulous course. It comes with worksheets and all kinds of information. So if you've gleaned little gems from Dusty in the sessions that we've had on Thursday, this is just gold right here. It's great, great stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about Dusty in the close of this meeting today. So thank you for setting me up for that.
Mark, may I say something very briefly with Steve? Steve, with Dusty's course, is that available only to Solveres members, or is there a link on the website where I can invite anyone?
Those are what we call priceless gifts on our platform. So they're open to anyone, and they're designed that if the priceless gift, when they take the course, then they go into our database and they get a drip campaign for the other courses. But I highly recommend running them through the Solveres platform, and we're going to work with Micah to where they get the links off of Solveres, because I think we're going to migrate as many of our courses to Solveres. We might even brand some more of it for Solveres. It just makes more sense rather than to divide them all up.
I just recently completed the Solveres course that is on your Pono site, and I want to say outstanding work on that. It lists all of the key components of Solveres, so it's awesome training, and it's been recently updated. I saw 3 new modules were added.
Yeah, that's right. And if you've noticed, I've totally changed the look. I upgraded. It's a little bit more modern and pleasing to look at. But yeah, we want to really make that very robust for Solveres.
Good on you, Steve. I like it.
Thank you, Jack. Great comment. So we're going to go to our insurance specialist. From what Steve just finished, now we're going to hear exactly just from the heart of the person who's running the program, kind of an update on what's going on and what should people say to an agent. Bruce, please unmute and share.
Okay, so I just put something in the chat. All right, please take a picture of it, cut and paste, whatever you got to do. All right. So I think everybody is probably tired of hearing me talk about the NDA, but all right, there's only so much that we can say. All right, without the non-disclosure agreement. Okay. So here's one of the things when you're talking to an insurance agent. The first thing that you want to find out is, are they captive or not? Okay. So it's a real simple question. Hey, I understand that you have your life insurance license. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Are you a captive agent? Yes, I am. End of conversation. Okay. So now you can still talk to them about Solveres, but if they're a captive agent, they will not be able to participate in the final expense program, but they still could participate in the other programs. Okay. So that's real cut and dry. So I understand you're a life insurance agent. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Are you a captive agent? No, I'm not. Bingo, green light. Okay. So, hey, I'd really like to talk to you about something very exciting that's happening in our Solveres organization right now. Really? What's that? Well, we have partnered with a 501c3 charitable organization that provides financial assistance to qualifying individuals to help with their final expenses and other service needs. Okay, we've added and other service needs because, all right, thank you very much. This is why I love Steve. Okay, so we are very lucky to have Steve. All right, let's just put a pin in what I was talking about. And for a second, let's really recognize Steve. Okay, because this stuff is happening. We don't have to worry about it. Steve's on the job. All right, and I can't even imagine. All right, trying to do this without all of his expertise and professionalism. So thank you, Steve. All right, so There, you tell them what I just said. All right, we've added another service needs because you can be in Solveres, not a licensed insurance agent, all right, and still talk about the funeral plan, all right, which is a very robust plan. I've just spent the last week picking this thing apart. And one of my friends' best friends was the lady who was eaten by the shark. I don't know if anyone's heard about that, but their family, of course, is distraught about what happened. Okay, but guess what? They still had to get the remains back home for the funeral. So imagine you've experienced this horrific event, all right, and now you have to deal with all of the logistics, all right, of getting, a loved one back home and the whole deal, versus just calling an 800 number and boom, all right, a concierge takes care of everything for you. So we can talk about that at a later date. There's also the home care program. You do not need to be a licensed agent for that. All you have to do is make sure that the individual is a member of the foundation, and then you give them an 800 number. They call, they are educated on the plan, all of their questions are answered, they get enrolled into a program, and you get paid. I cannot make this any easier, all right? So, states we are now operating in. California, by the way, 3 months ago, this list was 10 states long, all right? And now it is 20. I am not taking credit for all of it, all right? I've asked for some of it just happened. But the point of the matter is that our footprint is now double what it was 90 days ago, okay? I cannot stress enough, get in the boat, all right? California, Nevada, Texas, Arizona, Florida, Pennsylvania, Missouri, Oregon, Virginia, Washington, Illinois, Hawaii, Georgia, Maryland, Colorado, Alabama, Connecticut, Louisiana, South Carolina, Minnesota, and we're working on Ohio, North Carolina, Arkansas, and Tennessee. Okay, so we're going to have half of the states probably by the end of the year. All right, so at this point in time, those are 20 states that you could be looking for insurance agents. All right, maybe you know them personally, or Steve just showed you exactly how to use our prospecting tool, which is second to none, to go out and find them for you. So there's a lot going on right now. All right, talking to insurance agents, you do not have to overcomplicate this. Are you captive? Yes or no? No, you're not. Okay, we have the little blurb that I put in the chat box. All right, hey, that all sounds great. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, you know what? Fortunately, we have an expert who can explain all of this to you. He can give you just a broad brush description of what's going on without your signing the non-disclosure agreement. However, if you are serious about this and you really want to get all of the answers, I just need to have Bruce send you a link. It'll take you about 3 minutes to fill out. There's no information that's not already on the internet, all right? As the gentleman in the video just said, we're putting all of our intel out there anyways, all right? Once Bruce sees that you've completed the NDA, he can answer all of your questions, all right? So I do all the heavy lifting for you. You just need to get them to me, all right? And how you do that is you send me a text message with their name, their telephone number, and their email, and then I run with it from there. I cannot make this any easier for you.
Wow, are we lucky? And Bruce also negotiated east of the Mississippi exclusive rights. You cannot enjoy this financial assistance for your final expenses without going through Solveres. My goodness, thank you, Bruce. And
Let
Steve,
me hold on. And you know what? Hold on. I saw Steve had his hand up, but a question that I've answered at least 9 times this past week. Okay. And I just remembered it. All right. Do I need to be a licensed insurance agent to recruit licensed insurance agents? No, you do not. However, All right, you would want to recruit as many licensed agents as you can because of Solveres's lucrative compensation program. All right, you will receive overrides on their production. Okay, so do you need to go out and get your life license? No, please don't. All right, we have too many insurance agents already. All right, which is why you should not have any problem going out and finding some that you can put underneath you so that you could be sitting on a beach somewhere, all right? And someone could be out generating passive income for you. Once again, can't make this any easier for you.
Thank you, Bruce. Steve, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to ask Bruce in all of his spare time if he could I wasn't able to translate all that script, but if you get a chance just to shoot me an email, Bruce, with the language that you used, that would be great, and we can add to it a little bit if we need to, but I know there's some very specific things that you have in there that we need to say to be covered. And then also, if you want to send me that list of states, I'll put that in the portal so people can see exactly what states that we're in already. Thank you.
I'm going to be emailing that out. I'm just trying to get caught up. I think it's Saturday, and so I'll try to get it to you by the end of the weekend. All right. And then maybe you and I can catch up for all the other stuff.
Absolutely. Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, sir.
Bruce, if you need any assistance with creating a video or something like that, I'm happy to jump in and lend my expertise as well.
All right. I think Marissa's also expressed some interest too, but thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Okay, I'm going to go to Bo Weidman's going to talk a little bit about what would you say to a realtor about this program? How do you tell them they're going to capture future market share for just giving up a referral fee? So, Bo, please share some of your experience and what would you say to a realtor?
Well, Mark, I've got a couple ways. And you the future market share way, I might have you explain, but
okay.
here's what I kind of do. I personally think we need realtors in every county and probably the top 300 cities in America. In every good market, every market where there's real estate, we need real estate agents for our program. And here's why. We have two different programs for nonprofits. One program for nonprofit, the realtor will give 15% of their commission away to the nonprofit, and which is very nominal and very normal in the real estate business. We take 20 and 30% referral fees across the country all the time, across the street, even cross street, cross state, across the country. But here's kind of the interesting thing. If you use a sales price of $400,000, that 15% will equal out to about $1,850 to the nonprofit. If the nonprofit has, say, 5,000 members and we can get 500 to 700 of them to agree to do the program, which they don't have to do anything. All they do is they do a mental pledge, basically, what we call it a connector agreement or an R pledge. They do the R pledge to say the next time they're going to sell a piece of real estate or buy or sell a home, that they'll use our realtor advisors through Solveres. Now, we're not a real estate company. We have realtors that are with us as realty advisors that are members of Solveres from all the different major brands and a lot of independents. We have Remax, we have I'm at EXP, and we have a lot of EXP. We have Keller Williams. You name the company, we've got somebody from that company. So it doesn't matter what company they're from. And here's the deal. The nonprofit, out of those 5,000 members, we get 500 to 700 of them to sign up. Then everybody buys and sells or sells a house about every 5 to 7 years. That means there's about 100 transactions a month in that database that the nonprofit has. So $1,850 a piece, that averages out. Of course, it depends on the price and it can be higher or lower, but at $1,850 is kind of an average, and that's kind of a conservative average today. That's $185,000 if they just do one side of the transaction. They get that this referral fee works for buyers and or sellers, so it works both ways. So that's a lot of money coming to the nonprofit. Now, the realtor that's involved in helping that nonprofit going to make 5 times that amount. Think about that. They're going to be making $400,000 or $500,000, maybe $600,000 off this account. That's going to keep them busy for the whole year. Realtors ought to just be jumping at doing this because the market's changed now. It's a little more even market now. It's not such a seller's market anymore. This is a great program for realtors. And this is kind of what I've been doing. And I really want Solveres to have 2 or 3 realtors in every good market in America, every active market. Is that kind of what you wanted me to say?
Yeah, that's perfect. And I'll expand on that a little bit. When you talk to a realtor, it's really simple. You don't need to be able to speak about it like Bo can, or I have it all memorized too. We created it. All you really need to do is ask them to watch a short little video, the realtor video, and then get them on the phone with Bo. And he's so accessible. He'll take every call. Just don't try to do it yourself. Just create interest with the video, the website, get them on the phone with Bo. Let Bo do the heavy lifting. Now, regarding capturing future market share, we have in your back office right now, there's a form regarding selecting or recruiting your own Solveres realtor. That's going to be part of the sign-up process when we release this new website here very shortly. And we're going to be releasing the matrix earlier too, also. But anyway, people during the sign-up process will say, I'd like to check a box. I'd like 30 days to recruit my own realtor to become a Solveres realtor, or you can assign one to me. And I know from experience, when I did a beta test on this concept, that over 60% of the people do not recruit their own realtor. So imagine we have 10,000 people in our organization right around the first of the year. And so now we have thousands of people that need a realtor. And it's not, it may not be a transaction right now, but the realtor will receive that client if they're in their licensed territory, and I put them on their newsletter drip. We ask them to reach out and do a CMA, comparative market analysis. There's a lot of other services that you offer. So instead of paying 6% for a one-time commission on a one-time sale, you're paying less than that for years of service with your own realty advisor. So that's the simple part of that. I'm going to jump back and screen share just for a minute here. And I'm available, so is Bo, anybody for real estate questions, Bruce for insurance. But I want to show you something really, this kind of touches me here, so I'm going to share this with you.
Mark, may I interrupt for a brief moment?
Back. Yes.
Dennis Biquette from Missouri is here. He is a guest of mine. He has a plethora of experience with exactly what we're talking about. I just met him yesterday, and I just wanted to let everyone know that he's in the chat. Thank you.
Oh, that's fabulous, Jack. You are the recruiting machine. Thank you very much. Now, can you see my screen, everybody? Okay, good. Thank you, Steve. So before I do this, Steve's partner, Dusty Staub, is also a VP and part owner in the company. Every Thursday, he talks about one of the chapters in one of his 4 books. And this last week, he talked about letting go. And we are blessed to have this man. Corporations pay him $10,000 a day to come in and work with their top executives. And you can tell from what he's all about, just from his heart when he talks. So I'm just going to share this one little clip on this before I close the meeting with some information. But here's our, and one more thing. We are going to have, when you reach a certain leadership level in the company, there's going to be a training required. And that'll be Dusty doing it for you, and the company will pay for it for you. And it's about taking you to the next level in your life. And this will be the person that you'll be doing that training with, paid for by Solveres.
And I want to talk a little bit about the courage to let go. The courage to let go is critically important. I was talking with a man who's given me permission to talk about him. I was up in the mountains doing 3 days of training. A leadership training that I do for one of my client organizations. And this guy sat down with me and he was talking about how much he'd gotten from the acts of courage, and particularly when I talked about the courage to let go.
Pardon me, Steve, thumbs up. You can hear it okay, can't you? Okay, here we go. Back to Dusty.
And he said, I have 2 sons, and I had 3. My middle son died. I said, what happened? He said, my middle son was 6'4", 240 pounds, and he was found hanged in a closet. And turns out that his wife and her brother had drugged him, strangled him, and hung him up to make it look like an accident. They're in jail now for murder. And he said, I started drinking. My wife started taking drugs. She died from an overdose. I lost my son, my middle son. I lost my wife. I started drinking. I lost my job. I lost my house. And one night, I came home to this rundown rental I was staying in, and I took out my 45 and I put it to my head. I said, God, I can't live this way anymore. I need to let this go, or I need to end my life. And he said, it was like, he heard this voice. And the voice said, son, you don't want to do this. There's something better for you. Let it go. Let it go.
Now, he talks a lot about this and so many more things around it. And this is in your back office. I encourage everybody to watch this. And everybody here will attest that if over the last 8 weeks that Dusty's been doing this for us, it's just something that you have to see. All of them. I mean, and then after in the meetings when he does this, we all talk about takeaways that we received from it. And what Solveres has is so well-rounded. And you know, when you think about becoming or being active in this organization, you don't have to intellectualize it. You hang around the people for a little while, and you'll know in your heart if the values line up, and if it's somewhere that you want to be. And okay, with that, I'm going to close the meeting with just a couple of quick things. This is what the matrix is going to look like. If the top position here will be our master distributor that people are working towards earning right now. And I'm going to click on this one. I may have to go back. Yeah, I'll have to I'll go back in. Hold on a second. It logged me out, so I'll just go back in. Okay, here we are. So the structure that we have right now with being able to go wide in the unit level is amazing. If it's 10 levels deep, if you just go 3 wide and you fill that up, that is serious 6-figure income. Imagine if you go 6 wide or 9 wide, you can easily get up to $500,000 in income. Going wide is for big money in the networking industry. Going deep is for security. And that's why we're offering both programs, paying full commissions, 80% out on both programs. So when we roll this out here in about 30 days, there'll be the master distributor at the top. The next 3 leaders will be right here. And then let's click on this one leader, and you can drill down and look at the organization. Oh, there's 2 open spots here. It's kind of exciting because let's say, here's a guy I know, Bob Hobbs owns 2 car dealerships in Tennessee. Well, and then here's Dennis Brink. He's up in Seattle. Well, Dennis Brink doesn't know Scott Shaw. Scott's in Alaska. I sponsored Scott Shaw. So Scott falls underneath Dennis. Dennis got paid when he joined. When he bought the business package, Dennis got a commission. When he pays his subscription every month, Dennis gets a commission. This is called spillage. This is what's exciting about the security of a 3x9 forced matrix. And the next person that comes in will take this open space number 1. Next one will take this. So now you got this row filled. And then you just focus on the next row. Well, let's just go down. Let's drill down a little bit and see down in Dennis's organization. There's Scott is building his team out, but there's several open spaces. Now, when we fill this in, we're going to have between 5,000 and 10,000 people. You can imagine how fast all of these are going to fill up. And the income when these fill up it's really exciting. Let's go here. One more feature here. There's going to be a lot of features, like if you want to go back up 1 level, or if you wanted to reset the entire matrix, if you want to go down and search for the next open spot, if it's 7 or 8 levels deep, it's really kind of exciting and fun to fill these up. And then when you're showing your prospect, you can just log in your back office and show them, this spot's available, but it probably won't be tomorrow. There's a fear of loss that's kind of exciting in recruiting when you have this matrix as a tool to do so. But then, and this is in the commission structure in the comp plan, when that matrix, as it's filling up, you will, from the sale of the business package, which is access to all our solutions, you'll have earned $88,000. Well, what if that took you a year to do? And you're getting help, spillage from above. What if it took you 2 years to do? So you've earned 40, and this is part-time. So that's $40,000 a year. Wait a minute, wait when it's full. And we're going to be filling up dozens of these for people. That's $42,000 a month just from this monthly subscription. And as you can see here, I hope you can see it. It's $1 per level for the first 7, then $1.50 for the last 2, 8 and 9. What would you do, seriously, to create that type of income? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. All of our different solutions are commissionable, like Bruce was talking about. Our Unilevel is already up and running and commissionable right now. So we really have a hold of something that is not going anywhere. It's going to be a household name. And I think it's really smart to lay the foundation right now so that you're part of something. You don't want to look back in a few years and say, you know, I knew about Solveres in 22, but I didn't do anything with it. I'm going to stick around for questions. I'm going to end the recording and I'll talk about our next event. And I want to thank you all. I'm going to end this now and hold on, please.